He's smooth, he's bold, and he's definitely up to something. Say hello to the newest face in the Pebblewink world. The original Pebblewink has been winking alone for too long. Looks like he's finally got a buddy in charm. Let's take a look at how this mischievous new character came to life. Welcome back to Timber West Design, where we talk timber, shade structures, and outdoor living. The goals for this week were simple. I had this original Pebblewink, I wanted a new shape and a new facial expression. And that's the goals that we're gonna have for this week. Here are the supplies you're gonna need for this project. Some Cementol cement mix. You need a scale to weigh it out, the Cementol to water. You need a way to mix it. I love this drill mixer. You need a mold. You need some mold release. Once it's made, you're gonna need some sandpaper, some spot putty, and in this case, and how I painted it, I used the gray primer, and then I used the white primer as a base coat for the color. Then I used the Flexstone paint, and then top coat it with a clear coat. That'll get you going. Let's get started. So this is the model we came up with for the new Pebblewink. I really like this fun facial expression. So what we're gonna do is have a front mold and a back mold. So this is the back mold with the flange. This is the front mold. They bolt together. We'll send these to the printer and get this project started. I love watching the 3D printer bring my digital creations to life. Pretty soon we're gonna have this thing full of concrete. The 3D printer just finished the molds. It's just 2 molds this time, so easier, much easier project than some of my others. So our next step is we're gonna put mold release on here. We'll take some canola oil spray, spray it in the cavity here, and take our foam brush and just make sure it's nice and even on the surface. We'll do that to both pieces. A little bit trickier here because we got the facial features, so we just want to make sure, get in there. We just want to make sure this pulls properly. So I think that will work. Now we just put the 2 halves together and take our bolts and just snugging up the last bolt. I think we're ready to go. Just want them snug, not too tight. And then we're gonna flip this thing upside down. Got this little section here to keep it flat, and we're gonna go make some concrete and pour it in. See you back in a minute. So this is one of the easiest pours we've done on this channel. Get it right to the edge and you should be good. So right about there. Tap it, make sure, get some air out. And I think we should be good. As this sets up, if this is up a little high, I'll just tool it slightly just to take any excess off. But we'll pull this thing in about 3 hours, so I'll see you then. While the concrete sets up, a quick reminder, at Timber West Design, we custom build timber pergolas and pavilions, and we ship them anywhere in the continental US. These aren't prefabbed kits. Every structure is made to order and designed to match your space. Head over to timberwestdesign.com where you can set up a free consultation with me to design your ultimate outdoor space. You know, with the mass that we had here, after 3 hours, it was just really warm still. So I let it go overnight. So here we are, quite a few hours later, but it's time to take stuff off and get this thing pulled. Okay, so the back is gonna come off first, I'm expecting. So let's pop this off and see what happens here. It's not popping off as easy as I thought. Yep, and just as I predicted, the back, just because there's stuff to grab on with the facial feature. And then this one, now that I have a flange available to me, we'll just keep tapping until we break it loose. Just about there, it's coming. I can feel it, there we go. And here's our new character. So we're gonna let this dry out. I'll give it a day or so, and then we'll sand it and get it ready for paint. It's been a couple of days. This is pretty dry, dry enough to sand anyway, and paint. So what we're gonna do is we have a parting line all the way around here. I'm gonna take my sanding block. I'm just gonna blend that in. And until it feels smooth. I'll take some 150, probably just hit the whole surface just to abrade it, and we'll get this thing in the priming booth soon. Okay, we're ready for the first coat of primer. So now what we're going to do is do a first layer that's fairly light, go around the whole thing, make sure we get good coverage. After that flashes off, after a few minutes, we'll go ahead and do a second coat, a much heavier second coat, and then potentially a third coat. Just kind of depends on how it's filling and how it's covering. The primer's dry. It's time to add a little bit of spot putty to some of the flaws. There's just a few little areas, mainly on the parting line. But we're just going to take a gloved finger, take our spot putty, just kind of smear it in some of the areas that need a little bit of attention. And we'll just work that in. I'll give this maybe an hour or two to dry. I'll sand it with 150 grit sandpaper, get it nice and smooth, and we'll get it ready for the base color of paint. We're back to the spray booth. We're going to put on the base color coat. So I'm going to use white on this one because this is the base we're using for the top coat. Same thing as the primer, just do a light coat, cover everything, and then I'll come back with the second coat, a little heavier, and just make sure we have really good coverage, and we'll go on to the first layer of the top coat. Here is the first top coat layer of the Flexstone paint. We just want to do a light coat, nothing too heavy. Just get good coverage, go around the whole thing, and we'll let that sit for probably 30 minutes and come back and do a next second layer. And we're ready for the final top coat. So we're going to go around this thing in light layers. You kind of get a feel for how the coverage goes when you see it get put on, but you just go around, make sure it's nice and even, light coat again, and we'll be done pretty soon here. It's going to look great. Quality sleep is the foundation of our health. It influences how we think, feel, and perform. When we sleep well, we enjoy more energy and focus, stronger immune system, improved mood and mental clarity, greater resilience to stress. Imagine sleeping like a baby every night. Think what your life would be like if you could sleep deeper, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling fully refreshed and rejuvenated every day. With Newcom's proven sleep protocol, you can enjoy the best sleep of your life with ease. Paint job's done. This looks so good. I am very excited to put this in the yard. I'll get some fun pictures in the foliage and let's see how this thing looks. Two winks are better than one. Whether they're teaming up or just causing double the mischief, this duo is just getting started. I had a blast bringing this new Pebble Wink to life. I hope you enjoyed the journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I have some really fun stuff coming up and you don't want to miss it. See you next time.